Pro-Hamas demonstrators in New York shut down 3 freeways and the main tunnel getting into the city. Is it making them any friends in New York? I don't think so. You know, if you lived in New York right now, Will Johnson, you'd be one cranky commuter. Pro-Hamas protesters shut down 3 bridges and the Holland Tunnel, which is the way to get into the city this week. And people went insane. I was watching the videos today of drivers getting out of their cars screaming, "I've got a doctor's appointment. I got to get my kid to school. I'm going to be late for work. I'm going to lose my job. Get out of the way." And it was the shutdown for Palestine that they were doing. They were calling for the release of all Palestinian prisoners in Israeli jails. Now, these are all people convicted of heinous crimes: murder, assault, rape, attended rape, car ramming. I mean, these aren't like tax evaders or people that forgot to pay a parking ticket. These are vicious killers. And the Palestinian mobs think keeping you from work and me from a doctor's appointment is going to make me go, "Oh, I get it now. Let's just release everybody from Israeli jail." Is there any possible positive result is going to come out of disrupting the lives of hundreds of thousands of people every day?
Not at all. And these people that they're disrupting their lives with, Barry, have nothing to do with it. Absolutely nothing. So what do they expect? We're going to go onto the freeway. We're going to prevent you from going to work. We're going to prevent you from going to the hospital. You might be pregnant. Barry, you might need to use the restroom. And it's at that point where you got to go. You know, everyone's been there, you know. Or if you're getting ready to go on a trip and you're going to the airplane, they're blocking up the freeway going to the airport as well, right? You've seen them. What do they expect the people that they're hindering their free passage? What do they expect them to do? Oh, okay. I see your movement. I see your point now. I'm going to drop everything in my life and work on your movement. And we're going to tell Israel to ceasefire. And we're going to join you to tell them to ceasefire because I don't need to go to work. I don't need to pay bills. Heck, I'll just go in my pants, right? Forget getting on my airplane. They're just going to charge me the ticket anyways. But I'm going to join your movement because it has nothing to do with me anyways.
And to make it even worse, and I agree with what you just said, by the way, not one of these protesters is laying down, blocking the Holland Tunnel, blocking expressways and freeways across America, has any sympathy for the 1,200 people brutally executed, tortured to death, burned alive, cut open while they were alive, shoved into ovens, set on fire, and so on, not to mention all the hostages. No sympathy at all. It's just, well, it's the way it is in the Middle East.
Yeah, it's barbaric.
It seems like the barbarism is driving support in the other direction, don't you think?
Well, Barry, you know, I've kind of talked to you about this, you know, times after time. It's biblical is happening. It's biblical. I truly believe what God's word tells us, and it tells us in the last days that all the nations will come down on Israel. I believe we're in that time right now. I believe we're in that age. We're in that stage right now. And I think at the end result of all of this, and this is what they're really terrified of, Barry, that Israel is going to build the third temple. They're terrified of it. They know it's coming. In Israel, it is their duty to build this third temple, Barry. It is Israel's right to exist. It's Israel's right to be on planet Earth, right where they are. And they're terrified of it. What is happening with these people going all around the world, because it doesn't happen with any other nation. And we've talked about this, not a single other nation. They're not doing this with Idaho. I mean, come on. Why won't they fight over Idaho? I mean, seriously, I got a better one. Let's fight over New Jersey. They're not even fighting over New Jersey. They're not fighting over anything but Israel. Barry, Israel, for them, is their target. The Israelis, and when they're done in Israel, they're going to move on to wherever the Israelis are, and they're going to move on to where whoever, anywhere, ever showed any kind of support of Israel. Because if Christians sit there and think that they're exempt from all of this, they're completely naive. Because once they're done with the Jewish people, they're coming for the Christian people.
Oh, they advertise it. It's
Yes.
in their book.
Yes.
The non-believers, the Jews and the Christians, will be converted by the sword on the neck or by the book, meaning you accept the Quran as your new Bible. They don't make a secret. They're telling you right away. And then they come and say, see, we told you we were going to do it. Now we're doing it.
Yep. They don't hide it. They call for, to destroy the infidel, et cetera, et cetera. It's disgusting.
Couldn't agree more.